Yeah, I'm just called the Hometown Harbor Front, I think. So
Yeah. Okay, 1 minute.
Right now we're still continuing our coverage of Typhoon Ragasa's onslaught towards Hong Kong. Right now, just like before, the typhoon warning is still at number 10, the highest in all of the typhoon warnings here in Hong Kong. And like Hang Fa-chun earlier, we're seeing a very, very strong wind presence from this typhoon. You can see that in order to stand firmly, you have to lower your center of gravity and kind of try to not to get your wind in your face. So the wind here is very, very strong. So just some latest updates from the Hong Kong Observatory. Quite clearly, it's still typhoon signal number 10. The observatory said that the warning will set to be enforced for quite some time still. However, the Typhoon Ragasa is actually gradually departing away from Hong Kong. From the latest data at noon, it's actually centered at about 160 kilometers southwest of Hong Kong. Earlier it was 150, so it is slowly going away. But it's quite clear that the wind isn't right now. It's actually moving at the speed of about 22 kilometers per hour, heading west or west-northwest. At the same time, it's also important to note, I don't know if you can see from the water here, that the water level over the coast of Hong Kong has generally risen to 2.3 meters or more above chart datum this morning. So actually, not only is there a large amount of wind, a large amount of rain, at the same time, water levels are also increased quite severely. So we're going to try to move off to a more secure location to try to be able to do the rest of this live broadcast. But according to local 50 temporary shelters are open. Over 290 people are now seeking refuge in them. There's over 200 reports of fallen trees. As you can see from the trees that are fallen over here, this is actually a brand new park here in the Hong Kong Harbour front. So actually, it just goes to show how strong this typhoon is this time, at least in terms of rain. From the drainage department, we know that there are at least 12 confirmed cases of flooding across Hong Kong as of 11 a.m. this morning. Places like Hang Fa-chun, like we were earlier, the Shingmun River, Tseung Kwan O, and also other places around Hong Kong. Even, I'm not sure if you had the chance to see earlier, there was dramatic footage coming out of the Fullerton Hotel in Aberdeen near Ocean Park, where it was inundated with floodwaters to an extent. Government data has also put 56 people injured during the typhoon period. At least that's the latest data that we have. If you're also thinking of going outside in this weather, you shouldn't, but just so you know, there's also limited MTR service. Rail service on open sections and light rail sections are suspended. There's only limited section operating underground. Bus services are still suspended. So as you can see, the weather here out in Hong Kong is not letting up. The typhoon is still incredibly strong. And if you're thinking of chasing a typhoon, like some of these people here, it's incredibly advisable not to do so. We've already seen one incident yesterday where there's a woman and her son being swept away by waves while watching typhoons, and as a result having to spend time in a hospital under intensive care. And if you still want to continue and if you're still following along on our coverage right here, we'll be trying to do coverage on the hour, live broadcast on the hour, as best as we can. But if you want minute-to-minute coverage, you can follow along on our live blog at scmp.com. If you want to follow on our coverage along, it's scmp.com, and you'll get minute-to-minute updates over there compared to these hourly broadcasts over here.